Guys, let's touch down in Niamey, Niger. I think I'll still get to the Koiki talking because you had so much confidence. Not just you, a lot of Nigerians, because of course it's the under 70, but there was a stunner today when Nigeria took on South Africa. We spoke about that under 17 team from South Africa, and they did beat Nigeria by a single goal. They qualified for the final. So no one saw it coming, but I think it's well deserved for South Africa.
You know, I did say, I did add one caveat to yesterday's prediction that I hope Nigeria would win. I was really praying Nigeria would. I think our own experience at this level will take us through. But at this level of football, these players are more or less neophytes. They are more or less learners, as it were, in quotes. And anything can happen at any point in time that can give victory to one team over the other. And congratulations to South Africa. I know I have to go back on Twitter and start congratulating a lot of South Africans that I had riled up on Twitter. I have to go and be a man about it and congratulate them. It's a stunning victory. We've talked about how they are doing big things in terms of football development. And this is beginning to bear fruits. One, they've qualified for the FIFA Under-17 World Cup. Secondly, they've now defeated one of the biggest teams, probably the biggest Under-17 team project in the world. So it shows that they are doing something right, and this can only serve to spur them on to greater achievements. Congratulations to them. The enormity of what they've achieved so far should not be put into should not be pushed aside, and that is the truth. Secondly, we must also remember that we've won this competition many times. Yeah. The task for Emmanuel Amunike was to qualify for the World Cup. He has done that. Sure. Anything else was supposed to be a bonus. The last Under-17 team didn't win the Under-17 World African Championship, but they went ahead to win the FIFA World Cup. So nothing stops this team from walking in those shoes. But congratulations to their Majimbo.
Congratulations to South Africa. Indeed, Dumnodi will be looking for adjectives to qualify this loss to Nigeria. Is it disappointing?
Well, I don't think it's disappointing. I'm saying it's just the South African had their day, and they got. I think this will be a moral booster for these young South African guys. I think for Safa will be looking at using these guys as a platform of building and enjoying, and of course a stronger performance team in the future. We've seen that in the past. We've seen a team evolve from this level. Even Angola team that qualified, I think it was 1995.
They had the likes of good friend that played for Benfica, Pedro Mentoras.
So it was at the under-17 level. They went to the World Cup. The same set of players went to under-20. That was the same squad. They evolved into the team that went to the World Cup in 2006. So I think this is what they will be doing. If they can get to the final of the CAF under-17 champ, nobody gave them a chance. Yeah. It was Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire. Everybody was looking hard to get to the final, but suddenly none of these two teams will eventually get to the final. So for us, we said whether we win or lose, like Tunde mentioned, they are neophytes. You can't say one team is bigger than one. We've not seen some huge scoreline. Basketball scoreline at this tournament. We've seen some close kind of scoreline, and that's what it shows that at this level you cannot place one team ahead of the other because they are all almost of the same age. They don't have any kind of experience, unless you are telling some of them have played club football before, which I think it's not obtainable here. So kudos to the South Africa for holding on. They scored in the first half and they held on to the end, and that shows the resilience. That shows the kind of their commitment. Understanding, discipline,
passion, hunger,
and that's it. And for Nigeria, we just have to look at this tournament and say, yeah, this is just we qualify for the World Cup, which is the icing on the cake. The World Cup is a bigger platform. When the last team did not win the African Youth Championship, the African team that won eventually crashed out in the quarterfinals, but went all the way to win the tournament, which is the biggest. For us, on the side of FIFA, we are world champions. We are going to the World Cup. Nobody remembers the African. So I think Amunike, it's an opportunity. You come back home. It's not yet done and dusted. Start how you left off when the kind of friendly preparation you had before you went to the army. Please just continue from there. And that's what Manu Garba did after they came from Morocco from the last under-17 championship, and we saw the result and we saw the impact.
That's it. Nigerians can hold on to that assurance from Dumnodi. The South Africans walking in the valley of West Africans, and they're doing so well. They're already in the final, and as it seems, they have the quality to go all the way to read it. Let's take some messages on Twitter. Olawe Taiwo James is asking, please, what went wrong with our under-17 team? thank God they qualified for the World Cup. That's what we're saying too. That's the big one. One word for Emmanuel Amunike, dissatisfied. It says Arsenal is king of London. We'll be throwing dummy Monaco out of the pram. And that's all. Let's go to the UEFA Champions League and then find out updates coming out of that one. But at the moment, it's still goalless at the Emirates. We will be we'll keep you updated on that one. But let me get you talking again. I'm trying to see positives out of this live results coming from the UEFA Champions League. It's still goalless in London and then goalless in Germany in that game between Bayer Leverkusen and Atletico Madrid. Let's just take one positive from this tournament in Nigeria for Nigeria youth football.
It's changed already. Arsenal are leading by a lone goal.
That's it. That's how fast it can happen in football.
Arsenal leading by a lone goal. We'll probably get the goal scorer as it is now, but there is definitely a change at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal are now leading AS Monaco by a lone goal.
That's it. We'll be giving you updates coming from that. I don't know we're trying to get positive out of the Niger tournament.
Well, the positive is the fact that.
Actually, I beg your pardon. Sorry, it's actually Monaco. It's actually Monaco. Yeah. Sorry, maybe it's hunger or something. It's actually Monaco that's leading. Jeffrey Kondogbia scores with a deflected strike, and that is the situation right now at the Emirates Stadium. It is Arsenal 0, AS Monaco 1.
That's it. That's not the sort of result Arsenal fans were expecting to hear. If the referees can make mistakes, so they can also make mistakes. It's Monaco 1, Arsenal 0. Test of character for the Gunners. Let's see if they can actually bounce back from that one. Zumodi?
Well, the upside to this tournament is that we've not had really. I think there are minimal complaints about the ages of these players, unlike previous editions. The last one wasn't as bad as we've seen the last maybe 4 to 5 editions. The truth of the matter is the MIS can is like the fear of the MIS can is the beginning of wisdom for some of this club, this country, because the MIS can will be done in the middle of the tournament, and eventually when you arrive at the tournament you do that. So it forces some of these FAs to conduct their own MRI scan before they release their final squad, just so that they don't want to get in the midst of this embarrassment of the MRI scan. So we had little complaints. The kind of result we've gotten so far shows the level of competition. It shows that some teams, Nigeria crashed out after the first 2 games, but they won their last game against Guinea. It shows that they wanted to play to get the kind of result they want, and that shows for Nigeria they're looking at building another set of players from this under-17 squad. So for Nigeria, we said we won this under-17 World Cup how many times? We keep counting, but now let's just keep building our players, keep building the next set of players. A lot of people are talking about that we're only the under-20 squad. This is where they all started from.
Exactly.
This another set of players coming up again. So we shouldn't allow those conveyor belts to stop at one point. The kind of preparation the Manu Garba's generation has, Amunike has, the next generation of under-20 coaches should have that kind of preparation. Yeah. We should start shunning our players, play friendly game across the geopolitical zone, get young players. We should take it further. Let's go to the schools and get players. I think that's the best opportunity for us now this time around. Let's go to the schools and get players.
Okay, I totally agree with you, Nadi. Let's go to the schools, get players. If you can't touch by at the schools, watch the Channels National Kids Cup. The next generation of players can just come out of that competition. That's it. Let's go on a quick break now. We'll come back. The state's FA elections will get us talking. Sports tonight on Channels Television. We'll be right back. Stay with us.